TGIF, what a week for dollar bears. Payoff from the reversal from last week, and we have really trend breaks occurring in both the dollar and the euro. Uh, so I'm going to go over some of these charts that we're going to be. Let me just post this. Okay, so here you go. First of all, there's your weekly candle in the dollar. 2-week reversal, dramatic. And I want you to look left because this is what I think is going to happen. If you want a narrative, how about Trump pushing the independence of the Fed out the window? And there's going to be a battle between him and Powell, and the Fed meets next week. And I don't think President Trump's demands will be met next week by the Fed to start lowering rates. So we'll see. Maybe that gives the dollar a bounce, but this is very negative action. In the dollar, you could, the euro is something that I talked about. We have a trend break. Just take a look at the daily. We were buyers at 102, and I want to talk about 102. I was talking about 102 all the way up here. Okay. And I said, I'm still confident that we're going to see 102. I'm still confident we're going to see 102. 101.80, 61.8 back. Nice day. You have to buy breaks now. I think the turn is the worm has turned in the dollar. So you have a trend break there. Right now, the pound's at major trend resistance. So euro's already broken its downtrend, right? Pound's threatening to do so. Aussie, same type of thing. You got to buy breaks even in the ones like I'd buy a break in Aussie. I'd sell rallies in the dollar. I continue to be a dollar bear, and why not? Now I have confirmation. When I was talking about a top at 109, 110 in the Dixie or a low at 102 in the euro, that was a theory. Okay, that was a forecast. Now we have price action backing up the forecast and confirming the forecast for now. So you have lots of pips made. You should still have some on. You should be trailing your stops at least to be and be looking for opportunities in the dollar on the short side. Okay, so looking at that, that's what I see happening here. And I want to move over to what's going on in the gold. Okay, it's had a historic run. We're not that far away from new all-time highs up here. People talk about 28.30, but at the same time, the gold-silver ratio still has higher to go. So silver has been attempting to break out over this 31 level, 30.80. So that's your range. Maybe they'll go for stops over 31 first next week as gold makes new highs. I still believe that you should be patient and wait for one more decline here. Want to cover the yen, and US dollar yen right here was exactly what I talked about. It was a sell the rumor, buy the fact. And you know how I say, if you don't learn how to change your mind, you won't have any change left. That's a maxim from W.D. Gann. So we had to sell the rumor, buy the fact on the rate increase. I'm now beginning to be open for a move back above these highs. We'll see what happens. 57.5. It could be a failing rally, but I'm open to that. We could even make a new high in the yen. It'll probably have something to do with what happens in yields. And, when I look at what yields have done this week after bouncing, especially the longer duration, doesn't look that great to me. Okay, there's your daily. We're gapping up, we're gapping down. I don't know why we couldn't just take out the 85 level, because look at this RSI reading at 28. So um, we'll see what happens. I can't get, I know they're still going after the TLT calls. I'm in a show me state of mind. Um, let's talk a little bit about the melt up continues in S&Ps, but it really doesn't have great melt up action. We are at new highs. I will point out that the S&Ps are still diverging on the daily. They're still diverging on the weekly, which is macro, even more important. Way off these highs, done nothing wrong on the week. We could continue to blow. Maybe it's going to negate that, but NASDAQ weaker, hasn't made a new high yet. So we'll see what happens. Let's see how Nvidia's doing. Some of the mag stocks. We're getting pretty big moves in some of the shares, but I'm still not ready to jump on them. Here's Fortuna. That's a weekly. It's had a pretty good week. There's your 4-hour chart. Still caught in this congestion range. EK. See how they're leaving wicks already. AG, wicks already. Still think we could wait on the miners. Here's Bank of America. Didn't have the greatest week. Doesn't look bad. Maybe we're going to try new highs there as well. Bitcoin, I thought they were going to make a move towards, the 116 level, one more high for a third drive. That still looks like that could happen. Let's take a look at the semis are lower. Okay, so I may have made the right selection for stepping into short Nvidia through the use of puts, but it's not down much. 46.89 after making new highs on the opening. So we'll see. Maybe we could end up with a reversal day there, and I still remain uh, bearish Nvidia. Even if we made a new high, it would be a third drive. I still think there's a lot of air in it. Um, had a decent week. Let's look at the day though. You know, grinding. If we do take out 152, just like here, we did not confirm. Just like here, we did not confirm. I doubt we'll confirm if we take out 152 next week either on the daily. On the 4-hour, see. Let's see. Yeah. So this could be a turn day. Pay attention to equities here today. There's an awful lot of complacency. The melt up's underway. It's just going to keep going. Wanted to give an update on the grains, okay, because they've been acting pretty good. They're pulling back a little bit here, but we still do have a breakout in wheat. Corn's been blowing off for a while. The Chinese came in, bought beans. They're looking good. So here's a question that I have is if food prices were high while the grains were in a bear market or a basing phase, whatever you want to call it. I could go to a weekly, start with a daily, and we were in basing phases for a long time, and beans and wheat seems like it took forever. Look at this base. Corn, same type of thing, very long-term base, came out of this falling wedge. This has been the home run ball. So if we're in a baby bull in grains, which I think could probably accelerate in the summer if the precipitation problems that the West is having because of La Nina spreads into the grain belt. And that's really a wrap. The just the history of calling the dollar. I just want to go back in time just so, a lot of people are perma bears, they're perma bulls, and I'm willing to trade both sides of the market. So as long as you guys have been watching videos, you could go back to last spring, last summer, and I was bearish a dollar. And I thought back then this was going to be the break to take out par. But then after we had this candle, I reversed and said we're going to 109. surpassed that by a little bit. So this call was spot on too. And now we'll see if this call works out as well. So you can see that I'm not, predisposed to only trade one side of the market, especially with the dollar. So I hope everyone had a decent week. Like I said last week, you're not late if you didn't sell the top, and that was here. And it was true, wasn't it? You weren't late. So I'll see everyone in the room. Have a great weekend. Remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings.